Number 13 in the state of California. It is the Columbia College Claim Jumpers, live from the Oak Pavilion, hosting the 2022 Columbia Classic. Coach Hoyt has put together another team and hosted this event year after year. And today, starting off the 2022 Columbia Classic, their first game of the weekend, they are hosting the Lassen Cougars, who come in with a record of 3-7 in Columbia at 5-1. You're watching Columbia College Claim Jumper Basketball on NorCal Sports TV. 2.5 minutes until tip-off, and the Columbia College Claim Jumpers at 5-1. Their only loss this season was to Las Positas by 6 points at a Las Positas tournament a few weeks ago. But the thing is, last year when Columbia lost to go out of the playoffs, it was to Las Positas. So coming in within 6 points, which was a better outcome than last year, it's looking like a great season for Columbia. Almost an entirely new team for the Claim Jumpers and Coach Hoyt, but Coach Hoyt is one of the best coaches in the state, and it shows by his record every year, the way they end their season, always in the playoffs, and how they look just coming out of the gate. They won 2 games before having that loss, but you can understand why they lost in the first place, because Las Positas is in a similar situation. They're a great team, coached by great coaches, played by great players. But Will Friedman, I could tell you a little bit about him because he was one of our coaches at the NorCal Sports TV summer basketball camp this past year, and so was Coach Hoyt. So they've been talking a little bit. They've been down here jabbing at each other, doing a little talk. But, I mean, today, if you know a little bit about the coach on the other side, you usually do a little bit better because you know their gameplay. And I'll tell you what, there was a commentator earlier today I was listening to, said that a million times, so I'll tell you what, too. And these coaches at the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp are some of the best in not just California. We get some from out of the area, too. So if you're looking for a camp during the summer to send your child to, look at the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. NorCalSportsTV.com/camp is where you can register right now, all ready for the summer of 2023. We have 2 weeks. It's both boys and girls. It's 4th through 12th grade and different grade levels as well. If you're in 4th grade, you're not playing against 12th graders. You definitely have a better system there. So check out the NorCalSportsTV.com/camp. You can register your child today. It is very cool. They get their own jersey if you sign up early enough with their name on the back. They get a jersey either way, but their name will be on it if you sign up early. You get coached by legends like these, and you just get helped out in general in your basketball game. And I've seen multiple players this season that were at the camp do so much better in this season. So if you want to be good at basketball and have your child become the next superstar of high school, junior high, college, or the NBA, check out the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. In the first game of the Columbia Classic, West Hills Coalinga, who led nearly the entire time, barely took a victory over Folsom Lake, who went ahead in the final few minutes, but then lost it after 2 free throws on an intentional foul that sent West Hills Coalinga with a win heading into tomorrow. And here, the Claim Jumpers win the tip on their home court, and Coach Hoyt calling out the first offensive play, and a new name coming up for us today that he hasn't played a home game yet is number 23, Daniel Rico. He is a sophomore player. Last year, he was a redshirt, didn't get a chance to play. And Coach Hoyt said he is the voice of this team, and there is going to be a foul, count the basket, and one more for the Claim Jumpers. But Coach Hoyt said Daniel Rico is the voice of this team. He makes a difference if he's on the court or not. Last game here at home, he didn't play a single second, and yet he made the difference. I heard him from the sideline. I heard him through my headset even, and he is definitely a game changer in this. So having him on the court is going to be a lot different for the Claim Jumpers at home as they have an early 2-point lead, make it 3 after the 2-point and 1 from number 1, Keyshawn Hall. Columbia, we've seen this previously, not only in past years, but the last home game is the full court pressure, and it works out pretty well. They held him this time to 7 seconds before crossing. Lassen sidesteps, goes right in against Jordan Worthy, changes his mind, and the 3-ball finds nothing but air, adds a few PSI, and finding the baseline is Mason Sasso, the 6'3" sophomore guard out of Coluso, California. Lassen Cougar is going to pick up some full court press as well, send 2 men down there, and it's broken within the first few seconds. Ariane Harris, who is one of the sophomore players for Columbia, big difference when he's on the court. Big player, usually goes inside, but can also shoot the 3-ball when needed, and usually when open. And Caleb Chang starts off with a 3 again. He started last game with a 3, starts this game with a 3. And for Caleb Chang, he is one of the best 3-point shooters in the state. In both attempts, field goal percentage, he does it all from around the arc. Last game, he had 4 and averages 4 per game. Kick out, Cougars 3. Chang on the defense. Answering right back is Trey Wilmot, the sophomore guard out of Reno, Nevada. Keyshawn Hall back with it for the Claim Jumpers, and their offense looking very good here. Cougars have 1 man in the center of the paint. That's Shelton Taylor, a sophomore forward, as Ariane Harris backs down underneath and gets his own miss. It is 6-3 Claim Jumpers leading the Lassen Cougars for game number 2 of the Columbia Classic. Jordan Worthy has to be careful here with the back down. Excuse me, that's Marcus Sales. A little bump of the shoulder backing him down in. Have to be careful not drawing any offensive contact. It's a little too forceful. Cougars drive down, handoff underneath, and Marcus Sales nearly gets a block. He got a tip on it, but Shelton Taylor able to push through that and get the basket for 2. It is 8-5 now, and Lassen Cougars 2 straight possessions scoring. Caleb Chang over the top to Daniel Rico. Rico inside the paint, spends a little time there, nearly blocked and pushes through that. Mason Sasso on the defense, but Daniel Rico with his first 2 points in the Oak Pavilion. Claim Jumpers still doing good with the full court pressure. Lassen looks like they're slowing down a little bit, bringing that ball up, which is good for the Claim Jumpers. Ariane Harris pokes it out, remains with the Cougars, and that shot won't go from the baseline. Wraps back around, takes a little dribble, 3 on the way, and that'll be another 3 for the Cougars from Mason Sasso. His first points of the game and has brought it back within 2. Hall penetrates straight to the rack with the left hand. Not enough spice to drop down. It looks like Parker Tuttle will head to the sideline and get ready to come into the game as this floater goes over Sales but misses the basket. Hail Mary pass tipped out, intended for Marcus Sales. Cougars will set up. Drives around. Sasso gives up 3. Almost attempted, but Ariane Harris was creeping by. Spin around. Give up to the corner. 3 on the way. 3 threes for the Lassen Cougars in the opening minutes, and they have their first lead by 1. Sasso, Trey Wilmot, and number 11, Nathan Smothers, have a 3 on the board, and that's 9 of the 11 points for the Cougars. In three-point percentage, they're 55th in the state, 33rd in attempts, and 37th in made per game. But right now, starting off good, as Coach Hoyt will send in a whole new 5 for the Claim Jumpers. It is Tuttle. It is Worthy, Nunez, Kai Jordan, and Brennan White for the Claim Jumpers. White with it now on the left wing, and we'll give it to Kai Jordan to reset, top of the arc. White driving straight to the rack, contact against 3 Cougars, and it doesn't look like they're going to count this, but it will be on the ground, and no, they do count it after all, so Brennan White gets the basket and will have 1 from the free throw line. There's that foul, and Brennan White, 3 different Cougars on him. That's the way to do it. Why kick it out when you're going to be fouled? White misses the and 1, and Brennan White on the season, 12.5% from the free throw line. Only averages just over 1 per game. Parker Tuttle on tight defense. Gets the man baseline, double teamed by Worthy. And another 3 down the hatch for the Lassen Cougars. That's for Trey Wilmot, his second 3 of the game. Back up by 2. Tuttle looking to answer and does. Bounces around, has a little hang time floating around, but eventually goes in. Parker Tuttle, 3 points. Fresh off the bench for Columbia. Drive inside. Brennan White gets underneath, and an offensive foul. The official on the baseline calls offensive. I thought he was moving quite a bit, but Brennan White slipped underneath. No, it does look like he got there in time in between the gather and going up. But Brennan White, a good job setting those feet a little bit wide, a little bit low. But it worked out for Columbia as they're up by 1 and have the ball offensively. Kobe Nunez drives, goes up, poked out. A good stop by Cole Rutherford. And now the Lassen Cougars on a small, fast break, but the defense of Columbia get back very fast, and a haywire pass will go Columbia's way. White spins around in the paint. Goes inside, and an easy bucket for Brennan White. That is 4 points for him. The first time he got to the free throw line with a foul. Counted the basket, and then they're getting down through, and here's a foul from behind. So we'll go on the baseline, and the foul goes on number 10, Brennan White. Very physical, very aggressive, but not to the point where it's annoying to the other team. Jordan Worthy poked that out, and Kobe Nunez will lead it up to Kai Jordan. Jordan easily to the rack. A little contact from behind, but Jordan finishes. And the Lassen Cougars, Will Freeman wants to talk as they find themselves down by 5. And this from Jordan penetrates the rack because the defense not paying attention.
Minner's Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minner's Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747.
I think. Will Freeman calls the timeout for the Lassen Cougars as they are down by 5 in the Columbia College Claim Jumpers. They were up by a few points. Lassen came back, tied it up, but since then it's been all Claim Jumper basketball. Brennan White has 4 points. Kai Jordan has 2, and Parker Tuttle nailed a triple earlier, and those are the 9 points on the court currently for Columbia. And their defense, it hasn't been falling apart, but it's not as heavy as it has been. The Lassen Cougars have had a few wide-open threes around the outside. But like Coach Hoyt has been saying, if the defense gives up one thing, they block something else. So you have to know what they're good at, what they're bad at, what you're giving up, and what they're going to take. And Lassen Cougars right now, they're going to take all the threes they can get because Columbia is giving it to them. But when is their three-point percentage going to come into play? Because right now they're near 100%. But eventually they're going to start missing. Or will they? Claim Jumpers will send in a whole new 5. And Lassen will enter one more. It is Jack Sciortino, the freshman 6-foot guard out of Post Falls, Idaho. He will inbound the ball here. And Chang, the deadly three-point shooter, back in the game. He only has 3 points on 1 attempt. He's 100% currently as Ariane Harris picks up a foul. Drive inside, Daniel Rico gets there. Forcing him away, turnaround jumper, no. Good move offensively, but couldn't convert in points. Lassen taking their time with the shot clock reset after that last attempt. Spun in. Keyshawn Hall takes it away. It was close to the baseline, but he stayed in bounds. He has 2 options. The give to Daniel Rico. The left hand underneath, and 2 more points for the Claim Jumpers. And Daniel Rico has 4 within the first 7.5 minutes. Good pressure from Columbia. And 10 seconds, it goes the other way. Ariane Harris and the defense of Columbia make the stop, and it's a turnover after 10. Here's Keyshawn Hall on the move. He found that dish underneath. The beautiful no-look pass. Harris back underneath, double team, ball comes loose, 10 seconds to shoot. Harris out to Chang. Chang 3. Yes! Caleb Chang, 2 of 2 from 3, 100% from around the arc. And a 10-point lead for Columbia as more full court press with Marcus Sales, Daniel Rico, Ariane Harris, and Lassen gets across with 7 seconds. Looks like the Cougars got away with the push-off, but Ariane Harris, despite being pushed away, keeps going defensively because he knows that if he argues, it'll probably be a foul on him instead of the offense. 24-16 as the Cougars put that one in. Rico asks for a screen, goes opposite edge, poked out, and it's Columbia ball in the corner with another substitution for Lassen. And here's Ariane Harris on that last play, trying to back down in. Good job by Lassen. Going with the chest instead of the hands, and then Caleb Chang cashes in. Keyshawn Hall, left wing. Exactly what Coach Hoyt asked for. Chang, 3. 2 of 3 now in the game, and Chang misses his first. Daniel Rico controlling the backcourt. Drive right inside, finds the man baseline. The give up and straight in as Caleb Chang got caught behind the offensive player and avoids picking up another foul, or his first foul, excuse me. Chang, another three. Misses that. He's 50% now, 2 of 4 from around the arc. Lassen Cougars on a little bit of a run offensively, making stops and making points. It was a 10-point game, and now it rests at 6. Parker Tuttle gets ready to re-enter. Chang on defense, pokes the ball out, 10 to shoot for the Cougars. The drive, Rico defensively swipes at the ball, but not enough length to get there. It's 24-20, and it's time for the claim jumper run. Rico, the give back to Harris up top. Harris backing down. He's having a little bit of trouble controlling the paint like he usually does. This will be a foul on Columbia, Daniel Rico. Halfway through the first. And no, they actually put this one on Marcus Sales. So he picks up his first with a few new players in for Columbia. Harris, over the past 2 seasons, does a lot underneath off the low block as that shot goes down for Jackson Krug, the freshman wing out of Kodiak, Alaska. But Ariane Harris, he's struggling right now. He's going to revert back to his street style of play of going around the outside, and Cheng gets blocked. 2-point game. Lassen trying to force another claim jumper loss as this goes out on Jordan Worthy. Cheng comes out, and Tuttle in his place. And Tuttle, another one of those great 3-point shooters on the season so far. 9 points per game, but from 3, 32%, which is the fourth highest on the team. Tuttle bats this one away. Nunez up to Ariane Harris, the fast-moving offense. Harris, an offensive foul, dipped the shoulder into the defender, and this one goes towards Lassen. Ariane Harris picks up his second foul through 10 minutes, and they'll have to replace him with Brennan White. And Coach Hoyt talking to the officials, saying that was just a little bit of a clamp. But Ariane Harris dipped that shoulder to push away the defense, give him a little bit more room, but it was a little bit over-dramatized by both players, which led to his second foul. And this will be on Parker Tuttle, who tried closing the sideline. And now Tuttle picks up his first. That's 6 fouls on Columbia, 3 on Lassen. And Kai Jordan will now come in for Keyshawn Hall. Nunez meets him around the arc. Nunez screened. Inside the paint, floats it up off the backboard, and the Lassen Cougars have tied it up at 24-24. Tuttle, catch and shoot, no. Looks like Coach Hoyt doesn't want a lot of full court press here, which we saw in their last home game against American River. Once they fail to start defending just on one side of the court, that'll be Columbia ball. But once they start failing to just play defense on the defensive side of the court, he says we need to scale back, we need to get back, make the stops where we need to make the stops and not force the turnovers. And that's why we're seeing that defense get back as soon as they give up the ball and they see the Cougars with the ball in hand. Tuttle behind the back dribble, kick out to Nunez. They have to reset. Brendan White awaiting in the left corner. Jordan underneath, and a blocking foul underneath, which will have Kai Jordan shooting 2. See this play from Kai Jordan. He had one-on-one at the top, And the Lassen Cougars, they weren't playing out defensively. They were playing that box inside, but they didn't close the gap in the end once they saw that Kai Jordan got past his main defender. You need to close that gap, make sure he doesn't get a shot up. And it was a little too late defensively getting there. So Kai Jordan misses his first, and they will take out number 40, Anthony Roby Jr., who picked up the foul. Kai Jordan goes 0 of 2 from the free throw line. And I asked Coach Hoyt a few days ago before that game against American River, are all the players comfortable with their ability to shoot free throws? And he said, well, no one's nervous. They don't have a hard time. But, everyone misses a free throw every once in a while. Worthy keeps it alive here. And it's still a tie game at 24-24. Nunez in the paint, floats it up, won't get the bounce. Worthy, the putback, no good as it slaps off the glass. Jordan poked out from behind. Brennan White takes a bounce and will keep his dribble. It's a good sell by Brennan White, but at the same time was a foul in the end. Officials want to let him play it out as Brennan White gets inside and picks back up that lead for Columbia. Nunez pokes it out, floats it back in, wide underneath. It'll be last touched by the Cougars in Columbia. Looking like their best selves as this one from Brennan White. Watch it again. Got inside, underneath the backboard, had to get his upper body back around and float that ball up off the backboard and did it very well. Despite it not looking super flashy, definitely one for the highlight reel as there Marcus Sales will get a point inside the block and a chance at a free throw. 28-24, 4 quick points, possibly 5, as that foul goes on Shelton Taylor, and that's his first. Any opponent to the Claim Jumpers will be in foul trouble if you try to contest Marcus Sales and Jordan Worthy at a high rate. You have to be kind of basic in your attempt to block, go straight up and down, no movement of the arms, or else they will draw it on you. Sales picks up 5 points, 3 of them coming from that play alone with that 3-point play, and it's a 5-point lead. 3, top of the arc, and Lassen finally misses a 3. Cougars looking very strong in this first half, though. They've kept it together. Lassen with a record of 3-7. They beat American River, which is a common opponent from Columbia through these first few games. They lost to Las Positas, another common opponent, so they're 100% against games there. But then Mendocino, Siskiyou, Redwoods, and Yuba, all 3 losses. Against Siskiyou as a 3-point loss. Against Redwoods, it was a 17-point loss. And then Yuba smoked them out 15 points in their last 3 games. But they're looking to pick up another win here at the Columbia Classic. Tomorrow they will be playing West Hills Coalinga. $15-footer, good. Trey Haggerty, the freshman guard out of Sherman Oaks, California, knocking down that one and brought it back within 1 possession. Daniel Rico sets up for 3. No, that one rattles off, but an offensive rebound and a foul underneath. I thought this was going to go offensive for a second, but the wraparound arm of Cole Rutherford will pick up the foul, and that'll be his first. And here's that play just a second ago from 15 feet out. And here's Columbia off the inbound pass. It'll be Caleb Chang inbounding in a block formation. As the official goes over to the side, and they reset the shot clock at 20. Quick inbound to Sales. Keyshawn to Chang, and Chang airballs a 3. The rare look for Caleb Chang. You're not going to see that often, or maybe again while his time at Columbia remains. Sasso throws it right into the hands of Tuttle, but it bounces off, and the shot won't go for the Cougars. It's been a lull on both sides The Cougars and Claim Jumpers haven't been scoring much. They get good, decent looks. This 29-26 has been set for a moment. Tuttle calling for it on the opposite side as Sales trying to back down against the defense. A little contact, no and one, but Sales drops it in for 2. That's 7 points for Sales and a good share of the ball between all players for the Claim Jumpers. Sales has 7, Tuttle has 3, Keyshawn Hall has 3, Chang has 6, and Daniel Rico has 4 as that shot goes down from the corner. That one, credit to number 4, Joey Summers. His first points of the game and a good share for Lassen as well. Rico keeps the ball high, drives in. Cougars on the move. 3 men back for the Claim Jumpers, only 2 for the Cougars. They'll keep it fast-paced, but have to reset. 1-on-2. The give to the corner. Tuttle gets there defensively, and this shot in the face of Parker Tuttle dropped out just in time, and with the hand in his face, Mason Sasso gets his 8, 9, and 10th points of the game. And they have the lead once more. It's 32-31, and the Cougars making a statement in Columbia. Rico lets the man fly right by. Sales gets a piece at the low body. And this will be Cougar ball, but Will Freeman going nuts on the sideline. Both sides have had a few complaints about some of the calls, but they're letting it go on both sides of the court, and it's a tie game. You got to be happy with the result so far. Inbound pass tipped, last touched by Lassen. A quick in and a quick out. 4 minutes to play in the first half, and Coach Hoyt, as the ball went down to Keyshawn Hall, yells something out, sees something in the defense, and will run this play. It's Parker Tuttle alone on the right side. Gets inside, a slap of the glass. And a save by the Cougars by Trey Wilmot, who turned it over on the last offensive possession. He'll get trapped in the corner. Fling it to 15 out. In the paint against Worthy and got it to drop. That is Shelton Taylor. Keyshawn Hall inside, and the block by Wilmot. Clamped the ball on level 5, and Keyshawn Hall will get the ball back with the Claim Jumpers, but definitely a highlight stop as Keyshawn Hall, a great finisher at the hoop, getting stopped by the 6-foot sophomore guard. Tuttle, top of the arc 3, no. 6 fouls for each team. Lassen leads by 3. Rico, the steal. 2-on-1. He elevates in the one-handed jam, the daily dose of iron for Daniel Rico. With contact, jamming it down for 2. Daniel Rico said, "There's a defender, but I don't care." The poke out by Keyshawn Hall, and the momentum the Claim Jumpers need. Daniel Rico brought him back within 1, and here it is again. Daniel Rico read it out perfectly in a lazy pass. Jammed it on the head of the defender, Trey Haggerty. Beautiful play by the sophomore player. Rico defends well and kept the shot from going through. Wide open 3 from the corner, and again it goes. The Lassen Cougars from 3 is dominating this game. That is 13 points for the guard, Mason Sasso. Daniel Rico, top of the arc. He had that last play. He'll go one-on-one again, kick it out. Keyshawn Hall, 3 on the way. Good! With a flick of the wrist, Keyshawn Hall back to a 1-point game. He has 6 points. Chang has 6 points. Rico has 6 points. Harris has 3. And Jordan Worthy, the only player on the court for Columbia that has not had a made basket. Deep three against Keyshawn Hall. This goes front iron. Drive in. Jordan Worthy connects on the body. Count the basket and the foul. Jordan Worthy will pick this one up as he clipped the legs of the shooting Cougar. Nearly got away with the travel there, and Jordan Worthy, actually I think it was going to be that right hand that they called on him. Jordan Worthy used it to elevate a little bit more and just make sure that he wasn't going to hit him, use a little buffer, but in the end, that's what drew the foul. Could have been clean as long as he kept that hand to himself. Free throw won't go for Joey Summers. And now Hoyt calling out the play from the claim jumpers, stopping the offense at a standstill for the second play in a row. Calling for them to go. It doesn't look like they're running the play effectively like he'd like. Shot clock under 10. 1 minute to play in the first half, and they're down by 3. Rico, 3. Good! Drops it through, throws the dart, gets the bullseye. Daniel Rico with 9 points and tied it up at 39-39. Cougars got it across just in time in the paint. Flick back out. 3 on the way. And it's a Sales rebound. And now Columbia wants to hold for a possible final shot just to make sure they go to the locker room with the lead. And Keyshawn Hall gets the call from Hoyt to call a timeout. And with 25.9 seconds left in the half, 22 on the shot clock, they can hold for the possible final shot of the first half.
Your trusted local solar installer. We are family-owned and locally operated. We offer financing with 0 money down and 0% interest. Own your solar system while cutting your energy costs in half. Call us today for a low-cost estimate and start saving. Or check us out online at www.solarworks.energy.
39-39, and here's the look from the Daniel Rico 3. He's had 2 major plays in the first half. He has 9 points. But that 3 right there and the dunk just a few minutes ago has elevated this Columbia offense to come back from a few-point deficit. And now it is a shot clock, game clock differential of 4 seconds, 3.9 to be exact, which will give just enough time for Columbia if they hold off to put a shot up, and the Lassen Cougars, if they really want to launch one down court just to see if they can go up, they'll have a few seconds for that. But here's a little weave for Columbia off the inbound pass. Keyshawn Hall will go up top, and he sets the play with Sales, top of the arc, over to Rico. The setup, it is Sales on the alley-oop layup. Marcus Sales drops that one down in only a few seconds for the Cougars. They get a man down court. He gets Rico off his back, and that is blocked from behind. Brennan White. What a beautiful way to end the half. Marcus Sales got the alley-oop from Daniel Rico. And then the block from behind by Brennan White that kept the Lassen Cougars from regaining the lead before the break. 15 minutes until we come back, and the claim jumpers keep home court advantage with the 41-39 score.
This broadcast has been brought to you by Columbia College Foundation, promoting quality higher education that enriches the academic, economic, and cultural life of our community. California Student Housing. Chicken Ranch Casino. SolarWorks, your trusted local solar installer. Minner's Tree Company, serving the Tuolumne County region for 20 years. The NCS-TV Summer Sleepaway Basketball Camp, 2 weeks returning for the summer of 2023. The Sonora Conference Center, 4 unique rooms available hourly or daily in downtown Sonora. The Jump Manual, increase your vertical jump 10 inches in 12 weeks, guaranteed. Claim your free download of Chapter 1 at projumptraining.com/free. Benton Roberson CPAs, full-service accounting firm serving clients throughout Tuolumne and Stanislaus counties. Justin Flores Productions, audio, video, and all your media needs. Check us out at floresprod.com. Body Cafe Handmade Soaps. Indulge yourself with luxurious and incredibly fragrant bars of handmade soaps. Check out our store at www.bodycafe.shop. Straight Sports, custom uniforms. Visit straightsports.com for more information. AbLocker Fitness. Strengthen your core and overall endurance. Visit ablockerfitness.com today.
From grabbing rim with like one hand. After 3 weeks of using this, I can flush down a dunk easily. probably about 4 or 5 inches added onto my vertical jump.
SolarWorks, your trusted local solar installer. We are family owned and locally operated. We offer financing with zero money down and 0% interest. Own your solar system while cutting your energy costs in half. Call us today for a low-cost estimate and start saving. Or check us out online at www.solarworks.energy.
Ab Locker. For anybody, anytime, anywhere. Strengthen your core and improve overall endurance. Feel better about yourself. Set your own standard and eliminate the worry of wondering what to do about the task of core strengthening. It doesn't matter who or how old you may be. The Ab Locker will meet you wherever you are physically to help you be more fit for life. Ab Locker Fitness. Get locked in.
To learn more, go to ablockerfitness.com.
Minner's Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minner's Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747.
Adriana, you are the love of my life. Will you make me the happiest man on earth? Will you marry me?
Yes, Dave. Only if we can have Justin Flores Productions DJ our wedding.
Justin Flores Productions?
Justin Flores Productions. They have years of experience in radio and music, and their personalities make for the best experience.
Do they offer any other services?
Of course. Their slogan is audio, video, and all your media needs.
Okay.
Justin Flores Productions. Audio, video, and all your media needs. You're welcome, Dave. You're welcome.
That's a tough miss right there. It's always good to get off to a good start.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, Social Security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
You drove all the way up from Los Angeles.
From
we
Los
just
Angeles.
heard that. What made you put Miles Little into the camp?
Well, you know, we were looking for an overnight camp that would really help develop his sort of independence. And this looked like a beautiful setting for the kids, and also really foster his independence, meet new people. And I want to say one of the best things about this camp, this particular camp, is the ability to see the games live streamed on YouTube. It allows you to not be at camp, but also still participate in that particular part of camp. And so I thought that was really amazing. The announcers were great. The angles, the instant replay, it really made the kids feel special.
Would you bring Miles Little back up to camp?
For sure, 100%, and we're bringing friends. I think one of the wonderful things that I saw when I came to pick him up is how collegial, supportive the older boys are with the younger boys. And I think that is really heartening for me, because that's how I want my boy to be when he grows up. And so I think that he has some really great examples of really kind people on and off the court here.
This broadcast has been brought to you by Columbia College Foundation, promoting quality higher education that enriches the academic, economic, and cultural life of our community. California Student Housing, Chicken Ranch Casino, SolarWorks, your trusted local solar installer. Minter's Tree Company, serving the Tuolumne County region for 20 years. The NCS-TV Summer Sleepaway Basketball Camp, 2 weeks returning for the summer of 2023. The Sonora Conference Center, 4 unique rooms available hourly or daily in downtown Sonora. The Jump Manual, increase your vertical jump 10 inches in 12 weeks, guaranteed. Claim your free download of Chapter 1 at projumptraining.com/free. Benton Roberson CPAs, full-service accounting firm serving clients throughout Tuolumne and Stanislaus counties. Justin Flores Productions, audio, video, and all your media needs. Check us out at floresprod.com. Body Cafe Handmade Soaps. Indulge yourself with luxurious and incredibly fragrant bars of handmade soaps. Check out our store at www.bodycafe.shop. Straight Sports, custom uniforms. Visit straightsports.com for more information. AbLocker Fitness, strengthen your core and overall endurance. Visit ablockerfitness.com today.
From grabbing rim with like one hand. After 3 weeks of using this, I can flush down a dunk easily. Probably about 4 or 5 inches added onto my vertical jump.
SolarWorks, your trusted local solar installer. We are family owned and locally operated. We offer financing with 0 money down and 0% interest. Own your solar system while cutting your energy costs in half. Call us today for a low-cost estimate and start saving. Or check us out online at www.solarworks.energy.
Ab Locker. For anybody, anytime, anywhere. Strengthen your core and improve overall endurance. Feel better about yourself. Set your own standard and eliminate the worry of wondering what to do about the task of core strengthening. It doesn't matter who or how old you may be. The Ab Locker will meet you wherever you are physically to help you be more fit for life. Ab Locker Fitness. Get locked in.
To learn more, go to ablockerfitness.com.
Minners Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minners Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747.
Adriana, you are the love of my life. Will you make me the happiest man on earth? Will you marry me?
Yes, Dave. Only if we can have Justin Flores Productions DJ our wedding.
Justin Flores Productions?
Justin Flores Productions. They have years of experience in radio and music, and their personalities make for the best experience.
Do they offer any other services?
Of course. Their slogan is audio, video, and all your media needs.
Okay.
Justin Flores Productions. Audio, video, and all your media needs. You're welcome, Dave. You're welcome.
Columbia College claim jumper basketball on NorCal Sports TV. It is the host site, Columbia College, the Oak Pavilion, and the claim jumpers in game number 2 of the Columbia Classic, only leading by 2 against the Lassen Cougars. And the Lassen Cougars throughout their season so far at 3-7, they don't look very, I don't want to say great. They didn't have it in those games. But today against Columbia, who's the number 13 ranked team in the state of California, they know that they have pressure on them to do good. And they're looking good offensively and defensively, but they're giving up a lot of threes to the Lassen Cougars. And today they showed up to play. Sometimes you show up, you don't do great. Other times you show up and you play the best ball game that you've ever had. And it looks like to me that the Lassen Cougars, this is a good day for them. And the claim jumpers, they're playing decent as well. So the Lassen Cougars have it in them. And you need to pay attention to them if you are a junior college basketball fanatic, because what they are showing today, if they can repeat it through the season, they're going to be one to definitely watch for. But Coach Hoyt always makes the best mid-game adjustments, and at the half, we may see a whole new Columbia team as we enter the second set of 20. In the first half, Columbia had Keyshawn Hall, who had 5 points, went 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Caleb Chang, who had 6 points, all 6 from three-point land. Kai Jordan, who only had 2 points, 1 foul, and missed 2 free throws, as Keyshawn Hall misses that, and Sales will be fouled on his attempt by number 24, Shelton Taylor, who picks up his second foul. With that, Daniel Rico, who Coach Hoyt, like I said in the pregame show as well, is the leader of this team, both communicatively and just the way he plays the game, too. He has 9 points and nothing else. One of those came from 3 with a big three-pointer that gave them this lead right now by 2. Along with that, Marcus Sales the second, 9 points, all down on the low block, and then 1 from the free throw line. Jordan Worthy, only 1 foul, and Parker Tuttle has 3 points and 1 foul as well. They've been to the free throw line a lot more than Lassen has, though. They've only attempted 1 free throw, and that was from Joey Summers, and he missed it. So not a high fouling game, at least shooting-wise. There's been a lot in between near midcourt that were just kind of pick up fouls, stop the play, stop the momentum. And the Lassen Cougars leading them with 13 points is number 1, Mason Sasso. He has 3 3-pointers, which is 9 of his 13. And they're putting 2 in is number 24, Shelton Taylor. Along with him, you have Trey Wilmot, who has 6 points, and he has 2 threes as well. Joey Summers has 5 points. Trey Haggerty, 4. Shelton Taylor now with 6, but 4 in the first half. Harris wraps around, gets over the top, and the ball did not want to drop. Marcus Sales back with it, floats in, yes! Got the roll there. (44-41). The original 5 on the court for Columbia. Sticking with that play. Drives inside, won't get the floater, and Mason Sasso, who's nearly automatic from just free given shots, misses that one as he was driving down the lane. There's that from Ariane Harris, and Marcus Sales luckily was there to clean up and get that roll. Here's the drive. Harris comes out with it, and it goes Columbia's way. He lost control, flung his arms up trying to get the foul, but in doing so, his hand tipped the ball again. Keyshawn Hall in the corner. He's double-teamed. Avoids both of them. And Hall wraps it to Harris. Harris to Chang. Chang fakes one way, goes the other. And Columbia defended well here. Harris backdoor to Rico. Floats up, gets the roll. (46-41), claim jumpers to a good start, but every time Columbia went on a roll, Lassen answered. Here's a drive inside, jump stop, misses the easy bucket, and the putback from Taylor is good. That is 8 points for Taylor, 6'6" out of Orlando, Florida, and showing his height and abilities down on the court. But Marcus Sales wants a piece of him. He wants to go one-on-one. He's a little farther out on the baseline than he would have liked. He's getting pushed from behind, and Marcus Sales complaining to the official that he got bumped. That one pushed the ball out, and two made him go out of bounds. Lassen's three-point shooting through this game has been immaculate. We haven't seen them attempt the threes like they did in the first, but I'd like to see it again if they continue with their shooting, and they do with that one banking off. Nathan Smothers, 6 points in the game now for him. But their three-point shooting ability, based on the stats from their first 10 games, was not great. It was kind of middle of the line. But today, they are showing up. And here's a hold on the low block from Shelton Taylor. That is his third foul, and they're very early. And despite having 8 of the 46 points, there's a few other scores that are around him and above. He has a big piece on the court that Lassen needs. If they're not going to be three-point shooting, they need to have someone down low that gives them the ability to pass and that force. He almost picks up another there, but Marcus Sales puts it over his head. It is 48-46 with that. They need Taylor out there. They have a few other options, but Taylor is definitely that go-to player. Harris does a good job guarding Trey Wilmot. And Harris gets a steal up to Kai Jordan. It's 3-on-1. Daniel Rico easy off the glass with the right hand. And it's 50-46. The defense of Lassen just didn't want to show up on that play. Lassen wrapping around the outside. In the corner, Chang puts a hand out. Looked like an illegal screen. Over the top is Taylor, and an offensive foul with a wedgie of the ball. And Taylor, he picks up 4, and he will most likely head to the bench as he is 1 away from exiting this until tomorrow's game against West Hills Coalinga. Columbia will substitute in a few players, but Lassen will keep Taylor out there. Sales down low, spun around Taylor, and an easy 2-point bucket. Columbia starting to pull away, but like I said, every time Columbia goes on a run, it seems like Lassen has an answer. Wilmot picks up against Sales. Cougars lost it there thanks to the defense of Brennan White. Sasso in the paint against Jordan. Dips that shoulder down. Harris got called on an offensive foul because of that. The officials let Sasso play it out. Jordan, the give to Sales. They're attacking Taylor because he knows he has 4 fouls and that Sales can do as much work possible. Sales puts it back. No good again. That's 0 of 2 on that trip for Marcus Sales and Columbia. Sasso has scored nothing in the second half. 6 minutes of play. Sasso, the leading scorer in the entire game through the first 20 minutes, but has been held scoreless so far in the second. Parker Tuttle, who is back in the game for Columbia, misses another 3. And a foul will go on Marcus Sales. That'll be his second. He was flying down with Sterling Rivera, the freshman 6-foot guard out of Sparks, Nevada. And Sales will come out with his second, along with Caleb Chang, who has 6 points, 0 fouls. But it's Jordan Worthy in the place, along with Kobe Nunez. So Worthy takes over for Sales and Nunez in for Chang. Staying with those similar style players out on the court. Coach Hoyt likes to play that has been happening, but need to keep those players energized and rested as Worthy gets a steal. Kai Jordan over to Worthy. Worthy has to get rid of it. It's poked out by the Cougars. That's Anthony Roby Jr., the steal, the dish over left side. Brennan White, the denial. Brennan White came across, denied the basket, and now Parker Tuttle gets called for the travel. Look at that. Brennan White coming from right to left, swiping across the body, pinning the ball against the backboard. They're going to set the shot clock to 20 seconds. The Cougars get the ball back because of the travel, but Brennan White making the stop there. A huge highlight play for him. And the Cougars want to talk about it as they could not inbound. The ball will be back in a few seconds. It's 52-46. Claim Jumpers in the lead.
Minners Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minners Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747. Minners Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minners Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747.
The Lassen Cougars wanted to talk about the inbound pass, but they took a full minute break just so that they can clear their minds and reset their offense and defense. It was a 2-point game at the half, but now Columbia's made it 6, which still isn't a lot. It's only 2 possessions if Lassen hits 2 threes. But Columbia in the second half, they're definitely dominating on both sides of the court. Cougars need to do a little bit more work offensively, though. Their defense, sure, they're making stops, and Columbia is getting a lot of points, but offensively, they just need to move that ball, avoid the low block with Jordan Worthy and Marcus Sales, who continue to block shots, along with Brennan White, and this will be Cougar ball again. Columbia stopping pass after pass. And the shot clock not resetting because Columbia's not getting full possession. So as long as they keep batting it away and a few seconds are being taken off, it's going to be harder and harder for the Cougars to eventually get a shot off. Cougars finally get this one. The drive. White stops him from 8 feet out. 3 on the way. Another one. The Lassen Cougars. Trey Wilmot knocks down the three. He has 9 points in the game and bring the Cougars back within 3. This might be a completely offensive game at this point for both sides. Parker Tuttle can't answer. Worthy pokes it back to Kai Jordan. He's triple teamed. Out to Nunez. White splits the defense. Goes up strong in the defense. Make the stop, and what seemed to be enough for a whistle won't be. And this is last touched by Brennan White. (52-49), and Columbia seemed like they wanted that ball back. Lassen gets it here, and more full court press from the claim jumpers. Lassen, it looks like they caught on to the style of full court press that it is as they broke it within a few seconds. And the ball goes down with the foul. Kai Jordan picks up his second. Trey Wilmot in double digits now. After the drive, he got past Jordan. And that one, a little interesting on the replay. He didn't try to contest the shot. Had to have been off the body, and Wilmot sold it. 3-point play good for Wilmot, and that ties it up at 52 apiece. Like I said, 6 points doesn't seem like a lot, and it's not, because Lassen Cougars, within a minute and a half, has tied it back up. Nunez to Tuttle. Tuttle looking for a pass, drives instead. Through the contact, got 2 points. Now the full court press looking stronger than ever for Columbia. 5 seconds to get across half court. Kai Jordan couldn't stop on the sideline. Here's Trey Haggerty. Crosses over Tuttle. Haggerty from 15, no. Columbia has strength in numbers. It's 5 against 4. Tuttle, one step, kick back, 3, no. Harris, rebound, double teamed, and he's fouled high upon the upper body. A little bit of talking going on between teams. And now these are the type of officials that I like. There's some talking going on, but not enough for them to blow the whistle and saying, you need to take it easy, you need a rest. And here's the play again. So Arion Harris is at the top of your screen there in the corner. And he gets double teamed. He had full possession of the ball, and it looked like he was being grabbed up high. And here's a little closer look with Arion Harris in that back corner. No technical fouls given. Nothing happening there as Harris. No! The official is going to talk about this one. I saw it from up here in the second tier that Columbia did not touch it. Officials say otherwise. It did look close. I'll give them that. But in the end, a bad call is a bad call on this one. Columbia is just going to have to overcome. All the claim jumpers said, let that one go because they didn't touch it. And Lassen said, we'll let it go because I think that you did, and the officials thought so too. It is Columbia 2-point lead and a foul on Arion Harris, who picks up his third. Defending against Wilmot. Do we have a replay of that last one? We do not. Okay. Wilmot will enter it into Rutherford. Daniel Rico defends, going straight up and down, and the float will not go. Harris back on defense. Rico is there underneath, and the offensive foul. Go the other way. Daniel Rico knew he was outside the restricted area, set up the offensive man beat Harris. Watch this. He got the screen on the left side. It was a double play. And Rico, straight up and down. Wilmot went into the body. And that is very good knowledge from Daniel Rico because he saw Harris get beat, and he was on the baseline going back and forth, got there, and forced the turnover. That is Wilmot picking up another foul, and he exits the game. Sales backing down, and there is another foul. Roby Jr. doesn't agree with that, but I think it was pretty clear to everyone in the stands, on the benches. Watch it again. Marcus Sales backing down. And obviously over the top on the body. Don't exactly know what he's complaining about there, but Marcus Sales will have a few free throws. He was 1 of 1 in the first half. Have to apologize for the commentator's curse. That's the second time I've been yelled at this week for talking about the free throws right before he shot them. But Marcus Sales the second, 51% from the free throw line, averages 5.5 per game. And he's 1 of 2 currently. And make it 2 of 3. Sales, 17 points. And right behind him is Daniel Rico with 13. They are trying to lead this team with a combined total of 30 points out of the 55 to a win at the Columbia Classic. Three again, Cougars. Too strong, offensive rebound. Kick back out, and okay, so the officials are going to say that it hit the rim, so they're going to reset the shot clock. It never hit the rim, but they get a free 30 seconds and the ball back without any time expiring after that. Hoyt doesn't like the call, but he's not going to pick up a technical just because they got a call wrong. It's a Columbia 3-point lead entering the final 10 minutes of play, and Marcus Sales got that steal to give them the ball back after another odd call. Chang trying to find Sales. He picked up the dribble, needs to get rid of it, and finally finds Daniel Rico. 8 to shoot for the Claim Jumpers. Hall drives inside, flings it up underneath, wrapped his arm around the Rutherfords, and Rutherford picks up his 3rd foul. Now that's a great offensive move by Keyshawn Hall. He knows that the defender is tight on him, and once he picks up that dribble, he either has to shoot or pass the ball. But by driving to the lane, if you wrap your arm underneath, that defensive player 99% of the time is going to try to stop the ball. And if you wrap underneath that shoulder blade, it's easily going to be called a foul because they can't do anything about it. Keyshawn Hall misses free throw number 1. And knocks down number 2. 56-52. Harris has 3 fouls. He has to be careful. And there's the steal for Harris and Keyshawn Hall. Wraps around, and the block from behind, but it's still Columbia ball. It might be a highlight play for the Cougars there. Number 32, Sterling Rivera, chasing down and denying from behind. But in the end, the Cougars, they gave up the ball and now allow Columbia to get 2 points, possibly 3. It's Sales underneath, reverse. No, Harris from behind gets the over-the-back call. That's going to be 4 fouls on Arion Harris. And Parker Tuttle will come in for him now. They'll save Arion Harris for the final few minutes, just in case they need him. There's a pull-up jumper for Jackson Krug, the freshman wing, 6'6" out of Alaska. He had 4 points in the first half, and that's his first field goal made in the second. Hoyt calls out the play. 5 seconds to shoot. Hall underneath, wraps up, caught under the rim. Sales brings it back for the Claim Jumpers. Tries to get it to Chang, and that one's batted away. Hoyt slowing down the offense. They only have a 2-point lead. And by the way Columbia runs, I figured that they'd be up by at least 10 right now, but the Lassen Cougars have been giving them a run. And this will be a foul on the ground underneath on 24, Shelton Taylor, and that's going to be 5, and he has to exit the game. Tomorrow he'll be back playing against West Hills Coalinga, but we could say goodbye to him for tonight. And Taylor, he had 8 points out of the 54 for Lassen, which is a good bulk of points. But at the same time, defensively, he did stop Sales quite a few times. He stopped Jordan Worthy when he was out there. That's 8 fouls now on the Lassen Cougars. So free throws from every foul at this point on, and hopefully the Claim Jumpers can feel a little bit better from the charity stripe entering this final 8 minutes as Sales gets his first on the season. 68.7% from the free throw line for Columbia. You'd like to see it a little bit better. Lassen is 1.3% better at a direct 70%. And Sales knocks down both. Top of the arc, kick to the corner, Lassen. 3! They got it to go, and it's a 1-point game. The Cougars from three-point land today might have their best shooting percentage from around the arc, possibly in years. Tuttle, back down, baseline, short, Tuttle, rebound, Sales. Yes, count the basket and one more with the foul to Joey Summers. The Claim Jumpers, as this 3, another look at it, a beautiful look for the Lassen Cougars. And here's Tuttle, the physicality underneath and Sales underneath, getting that. A great job, because most of the time, especially for Lassen, it's a good look at them defensively, going outside the rim, because you don't expect the ball after a missed shot to go back underneath the rim, but Marcus Sales just happened to be there and all the Lassen Cougars behind. Should have got the rebound if it was any other shot, but not that one. Cougars pass stolen by Caleb Chang, and he slows it down, lets the defense go back, and they'll set up to the authority of Coach Hoyt. Tuttle, 3. Tuttle limping back down the court after the missed 3. Drive on Rico. Chang, defense, connected on the hand in the end one coming for the Cougars. Mason Sasso, his first points in the second half, finally dropping. He has 15 and a chance to add another. Here's this again. The steal from Caleb Chang. Grabbed that thing right out of the air. Caleb Chang, that was a beautiful steal. Mason Sasso will go for the three-point play, and he has 16 out of the team's 60, the leading scorer for Lassen. Sales back underneath, doing all the work. It's 24 points for Marcus Sales. And without him, I don't know what would happen in this one. Offensive, defensive, everything for Marcus Sales and the Claim Jumpers. Sasso goes right by. Thought he was going to get contact and maybe a foul, but the Claim Jumpers let him go up with the shot. Didn't know what to do at that point, and he missed a simple layup. 3-point game. Oh, and an offensive foul. Caleb Chang, his arm was grabbed by the defender, number 32, Sterling Rivera. And it doesn't look like anything is going Columbia's way. Coach Hoyt, Caleb Chang, the bench, everyone arguing that he grabbed the arm. Caleb Chang nearly hit the deck as well, but he let go in time. And it's been the same official with every call that the Claim Jumpers have disagreed with. Still a 3-point game. 6 to play. Columbia in the bonus. Flung it from east to west. An open three. Finds nothing but air. Chang up court. He gets it on the sideline. Jordan out to Chang. Chang three. Short again. Chang with only 6 points. He averages 4 threes a game. And he only has 2 today. Backdoor pass, the fine. Sales flies by, and getting the points is Trey Wilmot, who now has 14, closing in on Sasso, who has 16. Rico out to Chang. Jordan inside again, bump on the body, and we have more free throws for the Claim Jumpers. This will be 2 to Kai Jordan, one of the higher free throw percentage shooters for the Claim Jumpers. And that was just a beautiful play by Trey Wilmot. Got the defense to jump underneath. Usually if you pump fake in the paint, it is hard because you're going to get a 3-second violation, which you want to avoid at all costs. But there, he just entered the paint, stopped, faked, and got it off around the reverse for a beautiful offensive play and to bring it back within 1. Wilmot has led this team in the second half. He only had 6 points in the first half. He has 8 in the second through 15 minutes. 3, Wilmot short and goes weak side to Kai Jordan. Sales, baseline, drives in, and he gets called on the travel. Took an extra step, jump stopped, and that does it. 4.5 to play in the second. It's the Claim Jumpers leading by 2. That full court press not doing a lot in the second half. They had 1 turnover, but that's been it for the full court of Columbia. This offense, baseline for Lassen, gives it up just in time. Back out, 3 on the way, won't deliver. Sales bumped on the rebound, but the officials are letting that play out. A little more lenient to the Lassen Cougars. And Coach Hoyt going to talk about it for a minute as they hold a 2-point lead entering the Final Four.
Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, social security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
Coach Hoyt called the timeout to talk about what this final 4 minutes is going to look like, a full minute, so that he could set the players down on the bench and run through the entirety of the offense. 64-62 is what the score stands at, and the Lassen Cougars' three-point game has been very strong through the 36 minutes. They have 4 to play, and it's time for Columbia to pull ahead. But the Lassen Cougars, if they can keep this three-point shooting up, it's going to be close down to the very last second. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw overtime here either in the Oak Pavilion. But like I said in the pregame show, Coach Hoyt, Will Freeman, both coaches at the NorCal Sports TV summer basketball camp, so they've had a lot of time to talk in the offseason, during the camp, and then before this game, I saw them talking for quite an extended amount of time. So they probably gave up a few secrets, a little bit of their game plan, and what they look to see for the rest of the season. That's Arion Harris. That is his first points of the game. He has 4 fouls, and I knew that Coach Hoyt was going to take him out and leave him till the end. He has multiple game winners off that very shot that you just saw a second ago. But he has to be careful defensively not to pick up any more fouls, because this is not the time for him to exit. Caleb Chang got another steal for Columbia, and they don't want to see any failed possessions. They want to score on every single time here and allow the Lassen offense to fail on their offensive drives. Here is Daniel Rico off the baseline, flings the court. Caleb Chang, 3 3-pointers, 9 points for one of the best and top shooters in California. It is 69-62 in the final 3. Beautiful, well-drawn play by Coach Hoyt, leaving Caleb Chang there. And like I said, the Lassen offense, they need to convert on their offensive opportunities. Defensively, Columbia showing up and then getting open looks at the basket, which is exactly what they want. But at this time, they're going to allow Kai Jordan to yo-yo up and down at midcourt and take all the time off the clock. There's only a few possessions left if they do full 30-second possessions. Here is Daniel Rico underneath. Defense goes up, comes back down. Put back won't go. Marcus Sales triple teamed and finally fouled from behind. And Marcus Sales will have 2 free throws as they are up by 7. That one goes on number 32, Sterling Rivera. He picks up his 3rd foul. And now they'll talk about it once more. 69-62, and the Claim Jumpers looking strong at the end.
This broadcast has been brought to you by Columbia College Foundation, promoting quality higher education that enriches the academic, economic, and cultural life of our community. California Student Housing, Chicken Ranch Casino, SolarWorks, your trusted local solar installer. Minner's Tree Company, serving the Tuolumne County region for 20 years. The NCS TV Summer Sleepaway Basketball Camp, 2 weeks returning for the summer of 2023. The Sonora Conference Center, 4 unique rooms available hourly or daily in downtown Sonora. The Jump Manual, increase your vertical jump 10 inches in 12 weeks, guaranteed. Claim your free download of Chapter 1 at projumptraining.com/free. Benton Roberson CPAs, full-service accounting firm serving clients throughout Tuolumne and Stanislaus counties. Justin Flores Productions, audio, video, and all your media needs. Check us out at floresprod.com. Body Cafe Handmade Soaps. Indulge yourself with luxurious and incredibly fragrant bars of handmade soaps. Check out our store at www.bodycafe.shop. Straight Sports, custom uniforms. Visit straightsports.com for more information. AbLocker Fitness, strengthen your core and overall endurance. Visit ablockerfitness.com today.
Make sure to check out AbLocker Fitness for all your fitness needs. A great system and workout scenario that you can build in the comfort of your own home and on the go. That was the 3 from Caleb Chang that has ultimately led to this late game drive for Columbia. And Marcus Sales will go back to the free throw line shooting 2 after he was fouled underneath. They are in the double bonus, so he does get 2 whether he makes the first or not. And now it's an 8-point lead. Sales will go 2 for 2 this trip to the free throw line and nearing double digits for the second time in the game. This is Trey Wilmot handing off, and the Cougars looks like they're resulting in a possible 3-point game near the end. Jordan gets the rebound and will move the ball down the court. Call comes from the sideline from the Columbia bench. Take that time down, tick by tick. They have the 9-point advantage. And by taking the time off and the Cougars not fouling, it's almost a secured win for Columbia. 5 to shoot now. They have to at least hit the rim. This fake screen from Rico. The kick to Harris. Harris, 3. Yes! Arion Harris puts the nail in the coffin. He loves to shoot the 3. He finally got the chance, and with 5 points, Arion Harris closes out the Lassen Cougars. There's 90 seconds to play. You can't give up, but Arion Harris, the first game of the Columbia Classic for the Claim Jumpers, puts that one down. Cougars can't answer. Sales rebound, and entering the final minute, the Claim Jumpers just have to dribble out with possibly one more play. Chang, handoff Harris. 5 to shoot again, taking that time down just like they need. Harris, kick out Rico, didn't get it off in time, and the turnover for the Claim Jumpers. 41.6 seconds, but a 12-point lead late in the game. It looks like, based on how they've played, the Claim Jumpers just wanted to wait until the end to win the game. That was the 3 from Arion Harris. Last season, he pulled up a lot. This season, he's a lot more controlled. He gets inside. He dribble drives a little bit more just to avoid any missed possible shots. But Arion Harris on the season, 27% from three-point land, which isn't awful. But you would like to see a few more go as the travel goes on the Cougars, and a shot clock will turn off. The Claim Jumpers, 20 seconds to dribble out, and will take a 12-point win against the visiting Lassen Cougars. Chang gives up to Kai Jordan, and there they can dribble out. Lassen concedes. And heading into day 2 of the Columbia Classic, the Claim Jumpers will have a record of 6-1. Tomorrow they play Folsom Lake, which we saw their first game right before this. And you can go back and watch that anytime on NorCal Sports TV. But we do have one more day of the Columbia Classic. It will be Lassen against West Hills Coalinga in Columbia against Folsom Lake. First game starting tomorrow, 1 p.m. Join me, NorCal's voice of choice, Levi Flores, as we see Arion Harris puts the dagger in the Cougars. 74-62, Claim Jumpers, 6-1 on the season.